Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Monica Luve here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing Ask a Question, Get an Answer live on the channel for you. And we're going to be talking specifically about two preset questions. So I'm going to explain to you how the reading works so that if you are interested in purchasing personal reading with me live for a preset in the future, links will be below and you will see exactly how it is done on the channel, okay? So the way this reading works, first of all, it's a very short mini reading, okay? It's under 5 minutes, but of course I always give more, so it's gonna be around approximately 5 to 10 minutes. There's no clarification in this reading, okay? So I do not go through each section and clarify. However, what I will be doing is I will be clarifying your challenge, okay? And your challenge is going to be very much dependent on what it is that you need to focus on to improve the situation that you're in, okay? One of the things that I like to do in my readings, my personal readings, is I like to give you some sort of advice, tools, information to guide you into the right direction so that you can improve your situation. It's not only about me telling you what is going on, but it's about me providing the tools to you that are necessary to improve your life, okay? That's the whole entire point of doing these. I've created preset questions because a lot of people tend to come to me and they ask me questions and they don't even know what they're asking about. They're usually in distraught, they're usually confused, and that's okay. That's completely normal. It's completely fine to be in a state of chaos and distraught when you want a personal reading. So I've made it very simple by creating preset questions. I am going to add more preset questions in the future where you can go and look at the question and see, is this question a question related to what I'm looking to know? Okay. And if it's not related to what you're looking for, then it is encouraged that you go on to the links and you read. Okay. There's a very strong need to read, right? So that we know exactly what we're getting and what we're paying for. Now, this reading is a little bit more inexpensive than my in-depth personal reading. So I do have different options for different people, okay? And this one, like I said, it's not an in-depth reading. It's a basic get to the point. I need to know what's going on. Am I going to reconcile with my person? Am I not going to reconcile with my person? What do I need to do to reconcile with my person? Is this person that I'm with really my soulmate? What is my lesson? Now, there's two preset questions. So either you purchased, is this person my soulmate? Or you purchased, is this person coming back to me? Am I going to come back with this person? So you could be on one of the two questions. I will be mentioning the order number and I will also be mentioning the name, okay? So your name and your order number will come up. I will say I'm ready to do your reading and I will do your reading, okay? Now, of course, we are on the live. So if you want to comment and join in, then everybody is welcome here. We need to keep the chat nice and clean and be respectful in the chat to one another. If I see anybody being disrespectful, you will be removed from the chat, okay? Just want to say that and keep that open. Now, if you are on the live and you purchase and ask a question, this is not a one-on-one with me, okay? I don't do one-on-ones. So if you're expecting, because I know a lot of you reached out to me and you said, when am I getting my reading? Do I have to sit here and wait? And no, this reading is specifically going to stay on YouTube. This is why I do live private readings, because you have your private reading. It's here. You have a link. The link will never expire. You will always have it. So anytime you want to come back here for reference, because I know I do talk a lot and I say a lot, and maybe you don't catch everything at the the moment that I'm speaking. So you can always come back here and you can really sit down and process the message that I'm telling you. Okay. And a lot of the times we don't like what we hear, at least not on this channel. We don't really like what we hear, but it's to help you to improve your situation. Okay. I'm not just going to tell you everything's fine and everything's great. I'm going to tell you, look, this is the problem. This is the solution. Always. I'm always going to show you the problem and give you the solution. That's how we do things here, okay? So I just want to be really clear and really straightforward on how this works and how I do the personal live readings. I have a lot of people that are interested in doing personal readings with me, and that's fine. I'm here to help. That's what I love doing. I love to help and assist. But I have to also respect my energy, okay? And for me, I'm an energy reader. I read energy. I don't just sit here and say, this is what's going to happen in the future. Have a nice life. No, I tell you, look, this is the energy. This is what we need to focus on. Okay. So I just want to be very, very clear. The way I'm going to be clearing the energy, because I am doing a significant amount of readings today live, I am going to be using the bell. Okay. I'm not going to be lighting anything and doing smoke because I don't like to keep smoking the room. I like to only sage the room maybe, once a day. I don't like to overdo it because I'm very sensitive to smoke. So I use the bell here, and I'm going to be ringing the bell to clear the deck and clear the energy. Okay. So that's how I'm doing things. Everybody has their way of doing things, but I want to be very clear on what it is that I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to get into the reading. I'm going to call the order number, and I'm going to call your name. I'm going to pull 9 cards, 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, 3 cards for the future. I'm going to pull 1 card for your challenge, okay, which is going to express to me what is the issue surrounding this question that you're asking. Whenever you come and get a personal reading, 9 times out of 10, you're coming because you have some sort of issue in your life that you want it to be resolved. You want to find some sort of solution. If you're somebody who has a perfect life, your life is perfect, everything's great, there is gumdrops falling from the sky, you don't need to come and see me. Okay. I'm the problem solver. That's what I do. Okay. So I just want you all to know that if your life is perfect, you probably don't need to be on this channel. You probably don't need a personal reading from me. So just be discerning, right? In terms of what it is that you're looking for when you're coming to me. I know I'm very popular. A lot of people like Monica Luve, they want to get a reading, but you really got to make sure that it's something that you need. Okay. Because they are expensive. I know that they're a lot for a lot of people, and we just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Okay. So now that I got my little mini rant out, now you know where we're at, what we're doing. So the first reading that we are going to start with, okay, we're going to start with, let me pull up the information. So the first reading, okay, for today with Monica Luve is with Khadija. I hope I'm saying your name right, okay? If I misread someone's name, I do apologize in advance. I'm not great at names, remembering them or saying them, but we're going to be doing a reading for Khadija. Khadija was one of the first people that hopped onto this. So Khadija's on it. She got it. She is order number 72052, and the order number is going to be linked below in the description box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to timestamp everything. So when you come on to the reading, then you're going to know what section your reading's on. Okay, so Khadija, you're up first, 72052. Now, I know Khadija, I know you contacted me and you said there's something that you want. You bought the soulmate reading, okay, just to clarify. You got Ask a Question Live with Monica Luve. Are they my soulmate? Okay. And you said there's something here that you need to release. When you contacted me and you said, there's something here that I need to release, and I don't know what that is. So I'm glad you reached out to me. I'm glad you mentioned that to me. And I just want to let all of you know that are watching live, if you get an Ask a Question, you can always contact customer service and say, hi, my name is such and such. My order number is this. I know this is a preset question, but I would like Monica to focus on this, okay? And that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. Of course, if you're asking me multiple questions, that's a no-no, okay? You already have one preset question. But if you have an area or something that you feel that you want me to touch on, I can do that. One of our customer service representatives will type under your file the note, because I like to go back and look at the notes for the day. What have my customers been saying? What have my viewers been saying? And I look at the notes, and then I can kind of have an idea of who you are, what it is that you're kind of focusing on, okay? So I just wanted to mention that and kind of put that out there, okay? Ring the bell. Okay, so Khadija, let's get into your reading and let's see what is going on for you. Tell me about Khadija. Is this person that's either in Khadija's life? Is this her soulmate, or is it not her soulmate? What is the important message she needs to know here? Tell me about Khadija. Okay, stop right there. Okay. So your challenge, Khadija, is the Queen of Pentacles, which is in reverse here. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Justice upright. Okay. So the first thing I want to mention to you, okay, is that in your life right now, there's something here that definitely I see over time being set right. Okay. So if this is in regards to someone you love, if this is in regard to your love life, am I going to attract a soulmate? Is this person who's in my life a soulmate? Okay. Just take it as it resonates, apply the energy and the messages to your life currently. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Justice here and you have the Two of Wands. There's something here about you being in love with someone. And again, this could be, I just want you to all keep in mind when you're watching this, there is no such thing as time when it comes to spirituality, okay? In the physical 3D realm that we're in, we are attached to the idea of time, okay? Because of the plane that we're on. But when we're talking about the spiritual energy, okay, the essence of spirituality, we're talking about the soul, okay? That's where I focus. My focus is on the soul. And the soul for me, what my theory or what my ideology is, what my thoughts are, is that the soul is eternal. And it's your job in this lifetime to not be caught up in this energy of constantly being in time only, but also remove yourself from that. So there's something here for you, Khadija, about you needing to resolve something with this person that you've been in separation with, or this person that you've been disconnected from. Now, if this hasn't happened already, it could be something that ends up happening to you, or it could be something that has already happened. Take it as it resonates. Your challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is immediately telling me that your focus right now, okay? And because the one thing that you mentioned was there's something here you need to release. And of course, you're right. You know, the first thing, you know, in your life is to identify that there's a problem. When you identify that there's a problem, then you can find a solution to, you know, to make the situation better. So your biggest challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles. I am going to go ahead and clarify that. That's the only card I'm going to be clarifying, but I'm going to go through the reading for you. So I just want to touch on the Queen of Pentacles. Right now, there's something here about your financial situation. There's something here about you either not having the resources that are necessary for you to accomplish or achieve what it is that you want. Or it could be the fact that you lost money, or you invested in something and you lost money. Whatever it is, the biggest challenge for you is to rebalance yourself, especially your finances, okay? And again, this reading is not a financial reading, but when I do get some sort of important message, I like to talk about that and I like to mention it because it could be something that you are personally experiencing that Spirit wants you to focus on, okay? So your biggest challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could have one of these signs prominent in your chart, either your sun, your moon, or rising. There's something here about your financial situation being attached to your love life. And I often say that. So if you're someone here who's having financial difficulties, or you're someone here who invested a lot of money and lost a lot of money, or if you're someone here who has withdrawn from someone, there's something here about you rebuilding your life. Okay, there's something here about you rebuilding your life. We're going to clarify this for you closer to the end of the reading. I want to talk about past, present, and future for you. Now, is this person your soulmate? What is it that you have to completely release here in order? And the thing is, you may say to yourself, you know what? I want to attract a soulmate. Or I want to have a better relationship with my soulmate. What do I need to do? What do I need to release? So in the recent past, you have the Tower, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the King of Cups upright. So what happened in the recent past for you is either you or this person, okay, take it as it resonates. Either you or this person withdrew from this connection. In the past, I feel like things started to break down between you and this person. Communication issues, you know, arguments, fights, conflicts. You may have felt here in the past that you wanted more from this person or they wanted more from you. Someone here was really emotional here in the past. I don't know if this was you or your person. I'm getting a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Something here broke down and it led to some sort of breakup. And I think when you contacted me and you said, well, what is it that I need to release? What you need to release is the fact that if something here didn't work out in the past, there's something here about acceptance and then getting back to a place of rebuilding your life, whether you're with this person or not. Okay. And this is something that I've been commonly seeing throughout the personal readings that, for you, there's a reason why you've been in this place of feeling stuck. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, nothing flows. Ideas don't flow. Your ability to manifest and create things in the physical realm is not there. Your financial situation may be a little bit tough right now. You may be finding that acquiring money or acquiring resources are difficult. And again, it could have a lot to do with you still holding on to the fact that there was a breakup here in the past. The fact that somebody here wasn't able to give to you the way that you wanted them to give to you. And when you started to emotionally overgive, and when I say emotionally overgive, I mean always be there for this person, help this person. Maybe you're somebody who did the dishes for this person. Maybe you cooked for this person. Maybe you were emotionally available to this person all the time. And when you wanted them to give back to you, they didn't do that. And it led to some sort of breakup. That's what I'm seeing here in the past. And this is where you need to rebuild your life. You need to completely rebuild your life and not hold on to this emotional trauma that is associated with someone here who couldn't give you what you needed. This is about you saying, you know what, if somebody can't give me what I need, I can do it for myself. And that is actually developing your soul to attract the real soulmate that you're looking for, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the 6 of Cups in reverse, you have the 9 of Cups, and you have the 7 of Pentacles. In the present moment, you're doing a lot of overthinking. But I think what you're trying to do in the present moment is you're trying to forget about the past. Of course, with the 6 of Cups here in reverse, you're trying to forget about the past. You're trying to completely release it. This is about you loving yourself. This is about you pouring into yourself. You don't have to think about this, okay? You may at times be in this place where you're like, oh, I feel guilty. I feel guilty for loving myself. I feel guilty, And it's like, no, you shouldn't feel guilty. The best way to release this person from the past is to bring forth acceptance of the fact that you experienced it. But most importantly, you need to ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Okay. So is this person from your past your soulmate? I feel like this person more or less was a karmic. I feel like this person more or less was someone here who taught you how to love yourself, and you're in the process of doing that. You do often question your self-indulgences. Sometimes you like to maybe go buy makeup, or you like to indulge in certain foods. You kind of, and then you feel guilty, right? It's like, well, I feel guilty. Maybe I'm being too, no, you need this. Okay, but you're always constantly overthinking it. And what Spirit is saying is you're on the right track in the present moment because you are releasing the past. And you're right. When you contacted and you said, what is it I need to release? You need to release the past, and you're doing it. Okay, just by coming and getting a reading with me, ask a question, you're doing it. And you're showing the universe, look, I actually am acknowledging what needs to change. Now, in the near future, you have the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. This person who wasn't available to you in the past, who pretended like you weren't important, who didn't give back to you, this person, by the way, in the past that you were dealing with was very stingy. They were a very stingy person. And you may have been like, well, why am I giving emotionally to this person if they're just being stingy with me? And that's what is teaching you in the present moment to love yourself, okay? In the near future, this person is going to come back, okay? Even though this isn't a reconciliation question, I do see this person coming back. They're going to come back very quickly. Again, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Leo. This person's going to come back, but when they do come back around to you, Khadija, they're going to come back around to you, but they're not going to have conflict with you because you, in the near future, elevate yourself. You go from being the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to being the Queen of Pentacles upright. And you're becoming the Queen of Pentacles upright because you're consciously aware of what it is that you now have to change, which is letting go of the past, loving yourself, and accepting the fact that this person couldn't give you what you needed. And instead of relying on other people to fulfill our desires and what it is that we consciously are asking of ourselves, we need to turn inward and look at that. We need to make ourselves the best versions of ourselves in order to attract the right person who mirrors that within us. Okay. And that is what I see happening. This person's coming back because they want to set something right with you. I think the way you ended things, or the way this person ended things with you, it never really ended correctly. And that's why you're like, I need to let this go. You need to let it go because you need to allow this person to come back and say, look, I don't have any hard feelings towards you. You taught me how to love myself. This person in the past, this karmic, taught you how to love yourself. So I'm going to do one clarification for you. And then we're going to pull some advice. So what is your biggest challenge here? What is it that you're being called to focus on now? To change your life, to attract a real soulmate, someone who's going to love you, someone who's going to give you that love that you deserve. What is it that you need to do? 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. There's something here about forgiveness, forgiving this person in the past. If you haven't done that, there's something here about writing a forgiveness letter. And I always recommend this. You don't have to send this letter to this person. You can, you don't have to, but this is about you writing, in a journal or writing down on a piece of paper how you feel. This is how this affected me. This is how this made me feel. This is what I'm doing to improve my life right now. This is about you really looking at your life and looking at where you are right now. There's something here about you having some sort of skill within you where you can either give, first of all, you're a very giving person emotionally and physically. You're a very giving person. And Spirit is saying you can apply this giving nature that you have to people who actually need it, okay? And you can actually make money from this. There's so many ways you can make money from this. So this is about you using the art. I was gonna say some of you, but you, Khadija, you could be an artist, or you could be somebody who hasn't dabbled in art. And you may not realize that your art can actually bring more money to you, which is ultimately going to allow you to rebalance yourself and forget about the past. You need to start pouring into yourself. This is the message that I have for you. And when you start to pour in yourself, your life is going to come back into balance. This person's going to come back. You're going to completely forgive one another, and you're going to release this person, which is what you said you want to do. And then your real soulmate is going to come in. Your real soulmate is going to come in because you're now ready to receive. And one of the things I often hear from many people is, oh, by the way, my soulmate came into my life after I met my karmic, because your karmic has to prepare you for the soulmate. You're not going to meet your soulmate until the karmic shows you what you need to change within yourself. Okay, so let's get some advice for Khadija. Beautiful reading. What is the advice for Khadija? You have the Page of Wands, the Devil, and the Ace of Wands. You need to identify in your life what's toxic. You need to identify in your life things within yourself that you want to change in order to attract a like-minded person to you. This is about you completely forgetting about the past, moving into a new direction, start making plans on what it means for you to move into a new direction, and avoid casual relationships, okay? This is a very big message, big message. Avoid casual relationships. At the instant, at the moment that you acknowledge that this person only wants something casual and that's not something you want, you need to stand your ground. You need to start making plans. You need to move forward with your life, move towards a new beginning, know exactly what it is you want. And when you see something that you don't like, don't attach yourself to it and think it's going to get better, because it doesn't get better. Okay. It either is good now or it's not. Okay, there's no, oh, but it's going to improve over time. No. I'm going to move into a new direction. I'm going to start my life, and I'm not going to attach myself to people who just, want to just be in my life when it's convenient for them. Okay, you need to identify that, especially when it comes to having a new beginning. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Khadija. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel and purchasing and trusting me to do your personal reading. I'm going to move on to the next order, okay? Now, if you are watching this and you're someone who wants a personal live reading, a quickie, I call these Ask a Questions quickies. If you want something like this, then the link will be below. All personal readings are sold out for this week. I will be most likely restocking them for you by next week. So if you're interested, make sure you look at these links, you keep these links, save these links, you go to them. Check on back on Sunday, okay? And we're gonna see, what it is that that is available for you, okay? Now, just keep in mind these readings are only 5 minutes, but I seem to be doing 15 to 20 minutes on each of these readings, okay? So we're gonna move on now. Okay, we're gonna move on to Upendra. I think I'm saying your name right, Upendra. And the order number is 72150. Okay, Upendra 72150. Okay, and your question is ask a question, get an answer live with Monica Luve. Will we reconcile and come back together? Okay, that's your question. So you're specifically asking if this person's going to come back, if you're going to go back to them, or is there a reconciliation in the cards? Okay, so we're just going to clear the energy. Okay, so Upendra, let's get into your reading. Tell me about Upendra. Is there going to be a reconciliation here for Upendra? Is there a reconciliation for Upendra? Tell me about Upendra. Is there a reconciliation coming in? Wow. Okay. So I usually don't get downloads, but for you, Upendra, there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here between you and this person. There's so much love. Ace of Swords in reverse is the first card out. Okay, there's a lot of reversals in your reading. There's definitely some unfinished business here. I have to say, Upendra, there's a lot of love here, okay? There's a lot of love, but there's equally as much ego here, which again, it is coming out in the reading. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands. So I'm really strongly getting with the Six of Wands energy, what you don't see coming is there's going to be a lot of success. There's a lot of success that's coming into your life. Your challenge here is the Five of Cups. You're trying to get over something here that happened between you and your person in the past. I do feel like there was an opportunity, or there will be an opportunity to fix things between you and this person. But this is about shifting your focus, okay? When I talk about your challenge, the Five of Cups in reverse, which is really good, actually. It's a good thing because you're now recognizing why something here happened, why it didn't work out, and you're no longer in this place of being overly emotional about it. It's kind of like, okay, I recognize that this is something that needs to change. I'm recognizing that, I maybe felt, I felt this way for one moment, and then I felt this way for another moment. So there's something here about you getting over sadness and kind of looking at the situation from a different perspective. We're going to clarify this and see. Now, in the recent past, Upendra, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You have the Fool in reverse, and you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's very clear, okay, in the past, that this person, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be an Aquarius or a Gemini or an Aries here. I feel like this person in the past came back to you, okay? There was a lot of on and off. It was like this person came back, they left, and then they came back, and then you really wanted some sort of clarity, right? It's like, why did they go and leave? Like, why did they leave and then come back? What's going on here? Why did this happen, right? So in the recent past, you really wanted clarity. Ace of Swords in reverse, and you never got it. You never really understood in the recent past why this person left and then came back. And that's what you're still trying to understand why. You have the Fool here in reverse. One of the things that I can tell you, the reason why this person ended up coming back was because, of course, there's unfinished business. Like I said, when I first started your reading, there's a lot of love here. Instantly, I felt that. And it's the type of love, Upendra, that is not, you can't sit down and explain why you feel that. It's just something you feel. And that's the beauty of love, right? It could be like a drug. You take it and you're like, wow, like I feel amazing. I feel great. But what people don't realize is that along the way, when someone is in and out of your life, there's a lesson to be learned here, okay? There's a lesson to be learned here. And I strongly feel that as much as this person tried to come back and have a new beginning with you, the reason why a new beginning never happened in the past was because there was a lack of truth and clarity from you both. You both had a hard time really expressing your feelings to one another in the past. And this is why there was constant on and off between you and this person. Now, in the present moment, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. And like I said, you have a lot of reversals here. So it's telling me that there's certainly unfinished business. It's also telling me that it's also telling me that you have lessons that you need to learn, okay, from this person. So the Hangman is in reverse. You have the 7 of Swords in the present moment. And you have the 5 of Swords. So what this is indicating to me in the present moment is there's a lot of conflict, okay? I feel like there could be people who are interfering into the connection. I do also feel in the present moment that there's trust issues. There's major, major trust issues. Somebody here is like, okay, you know, let's move forward. Let's get back together. Let's move forward. But the reason why it's not happening, okay, in the present moment, I'm quite sure this is the reason, is because there is a very strong energy here of deception, lies, constantly competing. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Pisces, and this person constantly dangles the idea of being with them in your face. And you're like, is it going to happen? Are we going to do it? Are we not? And here's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to put my 2 cents in. Not that my 2 cents is important from the peanut gallery. You can hear what I have to say. You don't have to. This is not really what I'm getting from the cards. I'm getting this intuitively. You don't have to show somebody that you have value. You don't have to beg somebody to be with you. You don't have to get on your hands and knees and say, look, be with me. Because all that is doing, okay, in the present moment is it's making you look desperate. And right now, that is what is a big concern here that I'm seeing, okay? So this person is showing you who they are. They're showing you who you are, or who they are, excuse me. And you're still fighting for this. You're like, I want it now. Let's go. Let's do it. But there's still deception here and lies. And you're ignoring it. You're ignoring it. 5 of Cups in reverse. You're like, I don't want to see. So if you can, it's like if you continue to ignore that there's a wall there and you continue to walk into the wall, you can't expect that a magic door is going to appear. If you're doing something over and over again and you think it's going to change, you really need to reevaluate the situation in the present moment, okay? I'm going to just keep it real with you and be honest with you, because this person's showing you who they are and you don't want to accept it. You still want to be with them, okay? So there's a lesson to be learned here. Now, in the near future, you have the 4 of Cups in reverse. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. You're going to continue to try to have a reconciliation with this person. Are they going to open up to you? Absolutely. You're going to open up to this person at some point, okay? But again, I'm going to tell you what the issue is here. There's 2 issues that you have. The first issue is whenever a problem shows up with this person, you ignore it. You're like, oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. There's no door. There's a wall there. There's no door, but I'm going to still walk into the wall. And if I bruise my face or I start having a bloody nose, because, you know, I just magically think that, there's a door is going to appear and I'm going to open the door. No, it's a wall. And it's always going to be a wall. And this is what Spirit is saying to you. Spirit is saying that this person is not going to change. You need to accept this person for who they are. They're going to be in and out of your life. They're going to still remain being deceptive towards you. And you know the deception, the third party situations, all of that. They're certainly going to come back. They're always going to come back. But every time they come back, a new beginning never happens. And the same thing in the past. New beginning never happened in the past. So why do you think a new beginning is going to happen in the future? And I'm going to tell you why a new beginning doesn't happen for you with this person, okay? As much as I don't want to say this, I got to keep it real. It doesn't happen because you and this person never are able to sit down and get to the bottom of things. It's always like, yeah. Yeah, we'll get to it eventually. Oh, yeah. No, but you never get to it. You never get to it. And one of the main things when it comes to relationships, okay, you have to be able to be honest with one another. As much as it may be painful and it may hurt, you gotta be honest. Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know if you're an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or your person's an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This bottling up of what's in your mind, how you feel is not healthy, okay? And that's what I'm seeing in the near future. What you don't see coming is the 6 of Wands. This is about you completely forgetting about getting back with this person. This is about you focusing on your success. What is going to bring you happiness and success? Is it recognition? Do you want recognition for your efforts? There's something here about you needing to go about your life with no expectations. No expectations from this person, no expectations from the world, no expectations from mom, dad, parents, family members. This is about you elevating yourself right now, because the 5 of Cups is here in reverse. You keep ignoring something. You keep ignoring something that's staring you dead in the face, and Spirit's like, you can continue to ignore it, but it's not going to change. The definition of insanity is what? Repeating something over and over again, expecting it to change. Okay. And I'm not saying people don't change. Some people do change, but this situation right now in the cards, it doesn't look like it's going to change. Is this person coming back? Yes. Is there a new beginning? No. Because you and this person can't sit down and get to the bottom of what's bothering you both. And if you truly love someone, you're going to be able to be honest with them. Okay. Like, for example, one thing, like my dad, okay? My dad used, and I'm just saying this personally because it may help. My dad used to tell me, look, if you're wrong, I'm not going to agree with you. I'm going to tell you you're wrong. And that's why I'm like this on the channel, because that's how I was taught. I was taught that if I'm wrong, I have to admit I'm wrong and I have to set it right. I cannot sit there and say, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. That's your biggest problem. And that's why, sure, you can have a reconciliation, but you're going to have a reconciliation and there's no new beginning, because you haven't been honest with this person about how you feel. And you have to, because it's always going to be there until it's dealt with. So your biggest challenge is the Lovers, the Eight of Cups, and the Star. Yeah. This person keeps walking away from you. They come back, they walk away. They come back, they make you feel like it's like a fantasy, right? It's like, oh, I meet with my person and I'm like Cinderella, you know, I'm like in a fairy tale and it feels so good. And then they leave. I'm going to be honest with you, Pendra. I feel like this person gaslights you. I feel like they gaslight you. And they wheel you in, and you're in a place right now you need to heal. You really need to heal, because you've either been taken advantage by this person, they come back, they use you, they do what they need to, and then they leave. And this is about you healing yourself. When this person leaves, you always have to go back into this place of healing yourself. Okay, you may go take salt baths. You do something to kind of like, how do I say it? It's like, you do something to get your energy back, because this person comes and they do what they need to do and then they leave. And you're like, what happened? Why did they leave? I thought they said they're, because you believe this person's your soulmate. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't feel like they are. I feel like this person is someone here who's teaching you how to love yourself. Very similar to the previous reading that I did. This person's not only teaching you how to love yourself, this person's also teaching you how to get into this place of being successful, because you have it within you. You just don't express it because you're too busy worrying about this person who really doesn't want to be with you, okay? Because if someone wants to be with you, they're not going to come be with you, get what they need, leave, and then come back and then do the same thing over and over again. And this has happened many times and it continues to happen. It's a karmic cycle, okay? So this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. We're going to move on to the next order. Okay. Now, if you're watching this and you want a reading like this with me, links are below in the description box. We are fully booked, fully sold out for personal readings this week. However, next week there will be most likely restock. So just keep, those links there if you're interested. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the next. I keep thinking of saying the next sign. We're moving on to the next order number. So we are moving on to Mary. Mary, thank you so much for the tip. Mary tipped $5. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Mary, your order number is 72180. That is 72180, and that's with Mary. And your preset question is, ask a question, get an answer live with Monica Luve. Will we reconcile and come back together? Okay, so I'm going to be looking at that. We're going to clear the energy. Love it. Just brings beauty to my ears when I hear the bell. Okay, so let's get into Mary's reading. Tell me about Mary. Will there be a reconciliation for Mary? Is Mary coming back together with their person? Tell me about Mary and this potential reconciliation that's coming in. Is there a reconciliation for Mary? Tell me about Mary. Is there a reconciliation for Mary? Now, your challenge, which I'm not surprised, is the Two of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun in reverse, okay? Now, right away, I'm going to tell you, Mary, right now, there is a lot of things that you are not realizing about this relationship, okay? There's something here about you wanting to be in love. You want to be loved, okay? This is your main priority. I just want to be loved, Monica. I want to be appreciated. I want to be loved. I want to be acknowledged. I want to be cared for. I want someone to come home and say, oh, Mary, hug me. I want to be with you. The problem here right now for you is there's a very high expectation when it comes to this person, okay? You may not admit this to me, but inside, deep within your heart, you're like, this is what I want. I deserve this. I want this. I expect this person to come in and say, I love you. I want to be with you. And when they don't do that, there's a huge disappointment here. There's something here about Leo energy. I'm getting Leo energy very strong. I'm getting Cancer energy. I'm also getting Virgo, maybe a Scorpio here. Pisces is very strong. So there's a very high expectation when it comes to love for you. And this is your biggest challenge, because here's the thing when it comes to love. Love is so ambiguous that it can go either way. It could work or it could not work. And the biggest challenge for humankind when it comes to love is not to have any expectations regarding it. As soon as we enter into something and we have an expectation, that immediately signals to the universe that we're ready for disappointment. It's like, hi, you show up, hi, I'm ready to be disappointed. I have so many expectations. I'm ready. Like, you got to let go of these expectations. That's your biggest challenge here. Of course, I'm going to clarify this, but I'm quite sure that I know intuitively what I'm picking up here. Okay. An expectation when it comes to either a relationship that you are in or relationships in general. I feel like this is relationships in general. We're going to clarify and see. Now, in the recent past, you have the Strength in reverse, you have the Moon in reverse, and you have the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like someone here was very honest with you in your past. This person, or you could have been very honest. There's something here about finding the truth out, somebody here revealing how they truly feel. And at that point, you're like, wow, I can't believe this person said this to me or did this to me. And it's almost like you didn't accept this person's apology. They may have tried to say, you know, Mary, I'm sorry, but this is how I feel, or I'm sorry, this is what it is. And you may have said, I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting this. I don't even know if I have the strength to go on. I don't even know if I have the strength to forgive you for what you said to me or what you did. So there's something here about you either being told the truth, you hearing the truth, or you finding the truth out. And immediately you said, no, this is unforgivable. I'm not forgiving you for this situation, for what happened here in the past. And you may have been in this place where this person was slowly giving up on this. They weren't really interested anymore, or there was something here that they said that really hurt you on a deep level. So badly that you didn't even want to forgive them, is what I'm seeing here in the past. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, you have the Queen of Swords upright, and you have the Four of Cups, okay? So we had the Strength here in reverse for you. We had the Moon here in reverse, and we have the Page of Cups in reverse in the past. Present, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups. Right now in the present moment, okay, you could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or you can have a rising air sign. I'm getting a rising air sign. I'm getting that you want answers about why this person is constantly rejecting you. You've tried on numerous occasions to have a new beginning with this person. You've tried to rekindle your relationship with them. Every time you move towards this person, there's rejecting energy. This person's too busy, or you feel like an option when it comes to this person. So right now in the present moment, there's a reason why there is a blockage. And the blockage has a lot to do, again, because of these expectations that you have. The Queen of Swords, right now, what it's giving for me, what it's telling right now is it's giving, I have expectations, okay? I have expectations. Look, I have expectations. Why aren't you accepting my offer? Why are you not having a new beginning with me? Why? I need answers. Why? And this person, which I feel is you, if you look at the image here, you see this person's face, they're not really happy. And there's a crow at the top. And when we see crows, crows are, first of all, crows are very smart, and crows have a very strong message. Oftentimes it's a message of transformation, death and transformation. So there's something here that I'm going to be completely honest with you, Mary. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You're forcing something now because of your expectations. You're forcing something here. Okay. Here's the thing when it comes to love. When it comes to reconciliations, it should not be forced. It should be something that both parties feel would be in the best interest for both of them to come back together. If it's only one person that wants to come back together and the other person's not interested, this is about you focusing on the insecurities. And again, you may not like what I'm about to tell you, but I'm here to help. I'm not here to just say, yeah, Mary, yeah, there's going to be a reconciliation. No. I'm here to tell you what you got to work on. And what you have to work on right now in the present moment is these expectations you have. These expectations that you have need to be turned inward. You need to perfect yourself so much to the point that when you perfect yourself and you're happy and your expectations are filled based on your own need and your own desires, okay, that is when you're going to be able to have a brand new beginning with this person. But you got to turn these expectations back inside. And I'm going to give you a little tip here, and I'm pretty sure I'm right because I usually am. 99.999% I'm usually right. Okay. If you are someone who is wanting this reconciliation, you keep approaching this person, knocking on their door, texting, calling, and it's not happening, forget it. Pretend like you don't even care. When you start to pretend like you don't care, this person's going to say, wait a second, where's Mary? She's not calling me. What's happening? Let this person wonder where you are. Don't always be available, okay? That's the main message I'm getting in the present moment for you. Now, in the near future, you have the 10 of Cups in reverse. You have the Judgment. And you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Very clear message here. In the near future, how do I say this? In the near future, you have a big realization, spiritual awakening that's going to happen. And what you're going to learn is you got to stop being dependent on people in relationships, okay? When you get in a relationship and you have expectations and somebody isn't doing something for you, it's because you're not doing something for yourself. This is about you getting into this place of the 9 of Pentacles. Who is the 9 of Pentacles? This is Virgo energy here in the near future. It is in reverse. It's indicating to me that the only way you're going to truly find the happiness that you seek, and again, this is your expectation. I want to have a nice house. I want to live with my boyfriend or my girlfriend. I want to get married. I want to live in this fantasy of being happy, and it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible for you. It is, but you got to change something within yourself. And I'm going to tell you what it is that you have to change. You got to start relying on yourself. You got to stop relying on these other people to come into your life and give you what you need from yourself. And that's your biggest realization. You may not realize it now when you're watching. You may say, yeah, whatever, Monica. I'm telling you, in the near future, you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And you know what? You're going to continue being depressed. You're going to continue being sad until you recognize quickly, 8 of Pentacles, that your expectation when it comes to commitments is not what it is that you truly want. You actually want this from yourself. There's a lot of unresolved issues when it comes to your emotions. There's something here about you attracting broken people, okay? Or you could be a broken person, and you got to work on becoming independent. Once you become once you become this person, confident, don't care if you leave me, don't care if you stay or you go. I'm going to look good. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to eat well. I don't need to be with somebody just to survive. I can be confident and I can survive and strive on my own. This is where you're going, and this is what you need to work on, okay? This is what I'm seeing for you. Let's clarify your challenge and get some okay. Now, I just want to say this, I'm going to pull some advice. I don't think I pulled advice for Upendra. And if I didn't pull advice for you, let me know. Contact me. I can pull some advice for you and send you the cards. But if I didn't pull advice for you, it's because you didn't need it. Okay. I don't want to mention somebody else's reading and someone else's reading, but I just want to mention that if you're still watching. Okay. So let's talk about your challenge. You have the Hangman, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Yeah. You see, you have very high expectations. You're constantly in this place of, you know, trying to get this person to take action towards you. It's not happening. It's because you still need to work on yourself. Okay. Now, I just want to mention to you all, if I forget to do something in the reading, it's not because I consciously do that. Some of you think, oh, Monica doesn't really like me. You know, she didn't give me advice, or, you know, she didn't really do my reading the way I liked it. It's because you don't need it. If I already mentioned to you something in the reading, I'm already giving you advice. So pulling more cards is just not necessary. Okay. So I just want you all to know that. Okay. I just want you to all to know that and be aware of that. Okay, so your biggest piece of advice here, Mary, is to release yourself from these expectations. Like I said, you need to start working on your own personal life. You need to go off and move forward on your own. I don't see a reconciliation here with you and this person. I think you need to, you know, change your expectations of what you want from this person. This person is not going to give you what you need until you give what you need to yourself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the reading here. I'm going to stop the lives for these readings, and I'm going to do it in segments. And the reason why I'm going to do it in segments is because I don't want to forget or miss anybody. I want to make sure that I'm thoroughly going through all the readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with a second live to do the rest of the readings, and I will see you all very shortly. Bye.